Hey, what's up guys, it's Young James. I'm bringing you another YouTube video, and this one is another top 6 movies video. I know what you're thinking. It's been a long time since the last one, but this is going to be a remake of the top 6 WrestleManias video I did with my best friend Tyson. Because, a lot of problems with it, unprepared, just a lot of reasons that we're remaking this. But first, again, like I said, we're so introducing, my good friend Tyson. Go on in here.
What's up, guys?
Yep, he's back. So we're gonna be remaking this.
Longer hair.
Yeah. Anyway, like I said, again, we'll be remaking this top 6 WrestleManias video, especially since WrestleMania 33 at this time just ended. I mean, not just ended, it was about a week ago, but a really good show, and that may or may not influence our new list. Anyway, let's get into number 6. Number 6? Since you're my guest, I'm gonna let you take it away. What is your number 6 and why?
Number 6 for me is WrestleMania 27. Reasons for being the main event, which was the WWE Championship match between The Miz and John Cena. Yeah, I thought it was a very good match. I was very upset that Miz won, but still was all a good match. The other one would be Undertaker and Triple H. Heck of a brawl. Did not go the way I wanted it to because I wanted Triple H to win, but the streak continued, which was very good. And also, my favorite match of the card was Edge versus Alberto Del Rio for the world title. It's kind of bittersweet because that was Edge's last match in WWE history due to him retiring due to a neck injury.
But he won it.
He won it. Got to retire as the world champion, winning the Hall of Fame next year.
Okay, so now it's time for our Now it's time for our 5th WrestleMania on the top 6 favorite WrestleManias list. Take it away.
My number 5 favorite WrestleMania would be WrestleMania 29. Good match on the card was the main event. The winner of the Royal Rumble, John Cena, facing The Rock for the WWE Championship, trying to rewrite history because he lost to The Rock previous at WrestleMania 28. It was a very good match, back and forth. Rock did 3 rock bottoms. Cena kicked out of all 3 of them, and Cena would actually prevail and win the WWE Championship for the 11th time. Also on the card, good match, CM Punk and Undertaker. CM Punk mind games week after week, trying to get into the Undertaker's head. Still didn't. It was a phenomenal match. Still, Undertaker would continue the streak, would extend the streak to 21-0. And also another match on the card was Triple H versus Brock Lesnar. Triple H's career on the line. It was a no-holds-barred match. I absolutely fell in love with it. Back and forth. Lesnar did everything to try to put away Triple H and end his career. But Triple H would prevail with a pedigree on the steel steps and pinning Lesnar to keep his job intact.
Indeed, but let's talk about real quick the main event of WrestleMania 29 with Cena and Rock. The thing that cost Cena the match at WrestleMania 28 with him trying to do the people's elbow and getting caught with the rock bottom, he did it again at 29, and he fooled the Rock completely.
Sucking him in.
That was very, to me, that was a good storytelling moment. Now it is time for our number 4. Take it away.
My number 4 on the favorite WrestleMania list would be WrestleMania 31. One of the greatest matches on the card was Bray Wyatt versus Undertaker. Bray Wyatt challenged the Dead Man. Dead Man responded by a lightning strike to Bray Wyatt's chair, and it was a great match. Like, seriously, phenomenal. Bray Wyatt hit Sister Abigail on the Undertaker. Undertaker kicked out, which basically shocked Bray Wyatt. But Undertaker also hit the Tombstone Piledriver on Bray Wyatt, and he kicked out and shocked the Undertaker. Like, it was absolutely a surreal moment.
Yeah, it was.
Also on the card, Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins. Mr. Money in the Bank, the Viper, Seth Rollins nearly ended Randy Orton's career when he curbstomped on the steel steps. Randy Orton came back and got his revenge. And he's been dying with a match with Seth Rollins, and he got it at WrestleMania. And it was absolutely... Seth Rollins actually hit a curb stomp on Orton. Randy Orton kicked out, went for a second curb stomp. Randy Orton catapulted him in the air and RKO'd him out of midair to win the match against
That was
Seth.
That was a great match.
Absolutely incredible.
That was incredible.
And then another match on the card would have to be the main event, which was Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. WWE World Title, to be honest.
Surprisingly good, actually.
Surprisingly good. I'm not gonna lie. And it was a great match. It was back and forth. Roman Reigns did multiple Superman punches to try to take down the Beast, and he finally took him down with a spear. Both men, and Lesnar got up, hit him with an F5. Both men were down. All of a sudden, we hear Seth Rollins' music. And he ran to the ring, cashed in his Money in the Bank for the first time ever at WrestleMania, making it a triple threat match where Rollins would hit a curb stomp on Lesnar, measured for another one. Lesnar caught him. Reigns spears Lesnar. Rollins curb stomps Reigns. In what they call the heist of the century, Rollins pins Reigns and becomes the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
The greatest call from Michael Cole ever.
Seriously.
Like,
Absolutely
the
incredible.
heist of the century. That was great.
It was a surreal moment.
Now it's time to get into number 3.
Alright, number 3 for me was WrestleMania 24 in Orlando, Florida. One of the greatest matches on the card. A little bittersweet for some people was Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair. If Ric Flair lost, he would have to retire. And it was absolutely a great match. Shawn Michaels, right before he hit the death blow, the Sweet Chin Music, he said, "I'm sorry, I love you." Hit the Sweet Chin Music and pinned him. 1, 2, 3. Ric Flair's career is over.
He put Old Yeller out of his misery.
Yep. Another match on the card was the Triple Threat WWE Championship match. Randy Orton versus John Cena versus Triple H. It was a great match. I really enjoyed it. And Randy Orton won off his signature punk kick and retained his WWE Championship.
Well, he pinned Cena after Cena ate a pedigree.
Yeah, that's true. And then he punk kicked Triple H and pinned Cena. And then best match on the card was the main event, Undertaker versus Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship.
So much build up.
I watched that match over and over and over again, and I loved it so much. I was hoping that Edge would win, but Undertaker remained undefeated and won the World Heavyweight title.
Which, a little fun fact, if you have a copy of the Xbox 360 or PS3 version of WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2009, that main event match actually is included in the game on disc.
My number 2 on the card is WrestleMania 30. My favorite on the match would be Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. The winner would go on to the main event and make it a WWE World Heavyweight Championship triple threat match. And Daniel Bryan, it was a hard-fought battle, like back and forth. Triple H did anything to put away Daniel, and he couldn't do it. Daniel Bryan would end up hitting the knee and winning, beating Triple H, going to the triple threat main event. Also on the card was the Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. I love the match. Undertaker absolutely was going back and forth. But as this kid's doing over here, Brock Lesnar hit a third F5 and pinned the Undertaker, ending the 21-0 WrestleMania streak. And literally, you could hear a coin drop in that arena. It was dead silent. Like, it was absolutely a shocking moment in sports entertainment today.
I remember watching it live too.
I watched it live as well. Absolutely jaw-dropping. And on the card was the triple threat main event: Batista versus Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE World Title. Incredible match. Randy Orton defending his championship against the winner of the Royal Rumble, Batista, and then Daniel Bryan, who was added to the match by beating Triple H earlier on. Back and forth. Daniel Bryan, they called it a miracle on Bourbon Street when Daniel Bryan hit the knee on Batista and made him tap out to the Yes Lock to win his third WWE World Title.
With a moment that was essentially recreating the magic of WrestleMania 20 with Chris Benoit hugging Eddie Guerrero.
It was Daniel Bryan and the Yes movement at WrestleMania 30.
And we also saw the Shield destroy 3 old dudes, but that's not the point. The point of this video is to get to number 1. Number 1! Take it away.
My number 1 was actually kind of shocking. WrestleMania 33, which just recently happened. Favorite match on the card was the Raw Tag Team title match, ladder match. It was supposed to be a triple threat. Then I heard the New Day come out, and I was like, they received word that it was gonna be a fatal four. I was like, oh wait, the New Day's gonna come into this match, and then I heard the Hardy Boys theme. I was like, oh my god! I was so shocked. Matt and Jeff came out. They literally went into that tag team match. Matt Hardy hit a twist of fate off the ladder to Carl Anderson. Jeff Hardy did a swanton bomb to both Cesaro and Sheamus. Cesaro sent through a ladder. Matt grabbing the championships, and Hardy's become 7-time tag team champions in their return.
I marked out so hard for that moment.
I was literally, truly in shock. Another match on the card that was considered a favorite would be John Cena and Nikki Bella versus Miz and Maurice. And I don't, as his reaction to this, he didn't like it, but I'm just talking about after the match. After Cena and Nikki Bella won, John Cena proposing to
I was
Nikki
okay
Bella.
with the proposal, but the match in general, like, that's how you treat the guy that just carried, the whole mid-card division for, like, about a year?
Yeah. And then the main event, Roman Reigns and Undertaker. It was a great, not entirely great, but I enjoyed it as Undertaker hit the tombstone on Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns kicked out, literally shocking the Undertaker. And then after that, Roman Reigns was just spear after spear, just torturing the dead man. And Roman Reigns would win. And then after the match was really bittersweet. Undertaker took off his gloves, left his gloves and hat and the jacket in the ring, retiring after 27 years, a true enemy.